Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, what up? Today I filmed this makeup look for you guys. I actually got a request to do a get ready with me using some of my favorite makeup products from 2022. So I will be making a best makeup or favorite makeup that I tried in 2022 video. So she wanted to see like some of the products in action. So I decided to go ahead and film this tutorial for you guys and kind of make it festive because, you know, is it the holidays or is it not? So I had to do something festive, red and green. We are 5 days away from Christmas as I'm filming this. So yeah, I went ahead and filmed this video for you guys. So I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope it's helpful. I hope you enjoy seeing the products in action. And if you're interested in seeing this makeup look, then just keep on watching. All right, you guys, so I don't ever do my eyebrows on camera because I just feel like eyebrows are such an individual type of thing and everybody does theirs different. But I do go over my 3 favorite brow products in my 2022 makeup favorites video to show you guys kind of like how I get this laminated brow look. Because if you guys know, I don't have very much eyebrows, so I kind of create hair-like strokes and then I brush them upwards with brow glue to make them look thicker than they are and to make it look like I actually have hair. So if you guys want to know like what eyebrow products I use or what are my favorites to get my eyebrows to look like this, then I definitely speak on them in that video. So now we're gonna move on to eyes, and I have been loving using this MAC Paint Pot as my eyeshadow primer. It's just, I love the color of it and I love the texture of it as well. And I don't know, it's just like really nice to use. It definitely holds my eyeshadows and it makes them pop, which is the main reason why I need eyeshadow primer, because my eyelids are oily. And then I just like for my shadows to show up super, super true to color. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. Y'all know I love this product and I always use it. So for the eyes, I definitely wanted to go for something festive. So I'm using one of my favorite palettes, like literally hands down, this became one of my favorite palettes so quickly. This is the Revolution x the Plastic Boy Gary Thompson eyeshadow palette. And I love this palette because of the tones of the colors. The formula is really good. I love all of these crease and transition shades. And then I'm also going to be using my Pat McGrath Labs Bronze Seduction palette because this just gives me holiday vibes. And I've been itching to use this green shade right here. So that is what we're going for. We are going for Christmas colors. So I'm gonna kind of keep it simple in my crease. I think I'm just gonna go in with these 2 shades right here on my crease because we're gonna be putting a dark brown on the lid so that we can kind of put down a base for that green eyeshadow to really pop. So the crease really doesn't need much done to it at all. I'm just mixing those 2 colors together and throwing it on my crease. I'm still a sucker for a good neutral palette that has like really blendable transition and crease colors. Like if your palette has that, then 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be checking for it. And this palette had those, so I was over the moon about it. And then like the formula is just really, really good. Makeup Revolution is not really a brand that I buy eyeshadow palettes from, but this one I really could not pass up. So then I'm just gonna go into this dark brown shade right here and I'm gonna put that all over my lid and kind of up into my crease a little bit, like I said, kind of creating a base. So this will be a really nice, kind of smoky, but very festive holiday makeup tutorial. Okay, that's super easy, super quick, and y'all already know, going into the Pat McGrath palette, I'm gonna use my finger and I'm gonna pick up that green shade and basically just place it all over the lid and a little bit up into the crease. That is so pretty. It's so shimmery and sparkly. And it has a shift to it. It looks green, but I don't know if you guys can see the flip. It's like a orangey peach warm kind of color. It is gorgeous. So I'm just putting that all over. And the brown made a really good base because I think if I would have just put it on my bare skin, you would have been able to see more of that shift. And I really want more of the green to show through. I'm kind of thinking, should I go in the center with this like iridescent color? I don't know. I don't know if I should. Should I? Oh, it kind of gives it a little bit of pop. Oh yeah, it gives it just like a little bit of a pop to the center. So I'm just placing a little bit of that white shade in the middle. So pretty. I think the eyes look really, really pretty. I'm wondering if I should add a little bit of black to my outer corner. I'm kind of feeling like I want to take some of the black shade. Yeah, let's do that. Just because I kind of want some smoke, but not too much. But let's just see what we get placing it on the outer corner. I'm actually gonna take the brush that the brown shade was on, and I'm gonna kind of like blend that in, but it gives us a little bit more smoky depth to the eye, so I do like that. Okay, so my face is literally full of glitter, but I am loving the eye look. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna go ahead and start priming my face before I put on my lashes. So I'm going in with 3 different primers today. Only one of them made it to my 2022 makeup favorites video, but I am using my Wet n Wild Prime Focus Hydrating Primer, and I've been loving to use this just to hydrate my skin because it's wintertime. And then I'm going in with my Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. This is just to smooth out my skin. And then I'm using my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer to go ahead and grip the makeup that I'm putting on top of it. So I'm putting these primers on in that particular order. So Wet n Wild first. And I just pat it into my skin just to give my skin more hydration before I go in with all of these products. And as you guys can see, it doesn't make my skin any more shiny than it already was. It sinks into the skin like super quick. It does leave it like a tad bit tacky, but not like this, not in a gripping way. Okay, and now we're gonna do the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. I know a lot of people do not like silicone primers, but when I tell y'all that this one like literally gets rid of your pores and like smooths your skin out, it's crazy. And it sinks into the skin so fast. And again, it has just a little bit of stick to it. And this is a silicone primer, like a silicone feeling primer that doesn't have silicone in it. So it's kind of neat actually. Okay, let that sit for a little bit, and then we're gonna go into the Hydro Grip. Y'all, with this primer combo, my makeup is not going anywhere, okay? It's like super tacky. So for the foundation I'm going to be using today, one of my favorites that made it into my 2022 makeup favorites is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I have mine in the shade Macao. I love this foundation. This is one of my perfect filming foundations because it looks beautiful on camera. It photographs nicely. The shade of it matches me perfectly. It's not an extremely long wearing foundation, and I think that's mainly just due to the skincare ingredients that it has and my skin being super oily. So it's not extremely long wearing, but when it starts to like settle into the skin and warm up and I do start to get shiny, it just looks so beautifully natural, literally like skin. This foundation blends into the skin like butter. It is unreal. And I take 3 pumps and just put it all over my face, and like, y'all, watch the magic that is this foundation. It is so good and it's hyped up for a reason. Definitely one of the best foundations out there, and I'm so glad that I tried it this year. Look how it just like melts into the skin. I feel like all my foundations do a good job of like, you know, blending in with my skin because I take care of my skin and I have a really good skincare routine. But I just feel like with this one, because of the skincare ingredients that it has, it looks so good. I'm gonna come in close so you guys can see. Do y'all see how beautifully it just sits on the skin? It has that like natural glow to it, but even when I set it down with powder, it just still looks skin-like. So love this foundation. Now the concealers that I'm about to go in with are also makeup favorites. So I'm going in with 2. Y'all know I like to double up on my concealer if you're new to this channel. Majority of the time, if I'm putting on concealer, I'm doubling up on it. So the first one is going to be my Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. This has literally become my favorite concealer. I don't want to say of all time, but this is definitely top favorite. I use it underneath all of my concealers. This shade isn't super highlighting like I would want it to, but because of the formula, I use this underneath every single concealer that I have. I feel like it makes my other concealers look better. It blends effortlessly. It's a smooth, creamy formula. It has coverage. You know, like it feels like a high-end concealer. It performs like a high-end concealer, something that you would expect from the Dior brand. Do you guys see how it just blends effortlessly? So I forgot to cream contour, so I'm gonna just let that sit for a little bit while I go in and cream contour. I'm gonna be using my NARS Laguna bronzing cream, and this one is in the shade number 4. Beautiful, beautiful cream bronzer. Now one of my favorites. And I just go in with a brush and I apply it to all of the places where I want my cream bronzer. And I'm gonna do just a little bit up here on my forehead. And then I'm just gonna hit this part of my nose and down here, because I do like for this part of my nose to be pretty snatched, especially when I'm going for more of a like glam type of makeup look. And then I'm just gonna use my sponge to blend it in, and look at that. Look how effortless that is. Sponge, brush, it doesn't matter. It's gonna blend out perfect. And I feel like this is so beginner friendly. If you're scared of like cream bronzer or cream products in general, I feel like this is such a beginner friendly one to try out. This, the Rare Beauty, the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Huda Beauty Tantour, like all of those are super, super easy to blend out with a brush or a sponge. And the shade range is great. Like literally, it's so good. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my second concealer, which is the Morphe Filter Effect Concealer. I feel like I haven't talked about this one on my channel in forever, but this is still a top favorite, quite literally one of my most used concealers of the year. I use it a lot in the beginning of the year because that's when I bought it, but this is still a top favorite for sure. It's like the same with the Dior. I love the consistency. It blends out easily, super creamy, but it's like full coverage. And this honestly performs like a high-end product. I never have issues with the Morphe complexion products, but I know a lot of people do not like them, but they work extremely well on my skin. I mentioned the Morphe foundation in my favorites as well, and it's literally a favorite and has been since it came out. Again, definitely like one of my most used products. Okay, so this is what the skin is looking like. I am loving it. So for powder today, I'm going in with 2. One of them is discontinued, but going in with my favorite, Laura Mercier. This is in just the translucent one. And then I'm going over the top of it with this e.l.f. Corrective Yellow Powder. I just have been loving the way that both of these look on my face. It's like they give the ultimate blurring effect to my face. You guys are gonna see. It's so pretty. And then I'm gonna set with Laura Mercier. And of course, we all know that this powder is so finely milled. You can like pack this powder on and it will never make you look cakey or dry or anything. It just, the powder is just so good, and it literally is translucent. But I'm gonna add a little bit more brightness and a little bit more flawlessness. I feel like this e.l.f. Corrective Yellow Powder is even more like finely milled than the Laura Mercier. I feel like it's just unreal, and it adds extra brightness, but just extra like flawlessness to my face, like a filter. Do you guys see how smooth and filter-like my skin is? It is literally unreal. But we're gonna even take it a step further, okay? We're gonna use another powder. This is to set our entire face. This is the Laura Mercier Ultra Blur Translucent Medium Deep Setting Powder. This is going to do even more to blur our face and give us that filter-like effect. This is a favorite. This has topped all of my other face powders that I have in my collection. Like if you ask me what my favorite face powder is, it's this one for sure, hands down. none of my other powders look like this one. And I'm just gonna use a big fluffy powder brush, and I'm gonna just set my entire face. And I also bring this powder like a little bit under my eyes and on my neck and just everywhere. Okay, so again, look at my face, you guys. Look how smooth and pretty my skin is. And it still looks like skin. It looks like my skin. I love it. I'm obsessed. I'm literally obsessed. So now I'm gonna go in with a cream blush, but I'm gonna spray my face with my Matte Fix Plus. I always do that. The Matte Fix Plus is just gonna settle everything down on your skin. So even if you've powdered, even if you've baked, whatever, you can go ahead and spray your Matte Fix Plus and then still go in with cream products. And it's gonna sit nicely on top of the powder. So for this, I'm actually going to use the brush that e.l.f. recommends. This is their Putty Blush Brush, and I'm going to be using the Luminous Putty Blush in the shade, this is Isla del Sol, which is one of my favorites. I love using this one just for the holidays. I feel like this is a great holiday blush. And if you have been watching my videos, then you already know what powder blush I'm going to go in with after using this one. So I'm going to just go ahead and kind of like stipple that onto my face, and this gives a nice luminous glow to the skin that is so pretty with this whole makeup look. It is stunning. I love this color. I love this formula. It sits so nicely on the skin, and it doesn't lift my foundation or look patchy or anything like that. It's super pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit to my nose as well, because I have been loving to do that. I love how that looks. So now I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'm going to do my bronzer. So for bronzer, I'm using my two Juvia's Place Bronze Duo palette. So I'm going in with the shade Tan, and I'm just gonna use the darker color for my face. And then for the shade Dark, I'm going to be using the darker color for like a contoured look. So for the first color in the tan palette, I'm gonna use a big fluffy like bronzing brush so it can like really give my cheeks a bronze. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on my neck as well as a little bit on my chest, because do y'all see how light my chest is? Like, oh my God. So just gonna put a little bit on there, and then just a little bit on my forehead. And I can really pack this bronzer on and it won't look like unnatural. Okay, and then with a smaller brush like this is from e.l.f. I'm gonna go in with the dark shade, and I'm just gonna focus this back here so that it's not too heavy and too harsh. Just like that. And I'm gonna put a little bit on my jaw and my chin, and then a little bit on my forehead around the perimeter like that. And then I'm gonna use this side of this brush, and I'm gonna take the first color up here from the tan palette, and I'm gonna use that for my like nose contour. I'm ready to go in and powder down that blush. I'm gonna be using my NARS Orgasm X palette, and I'm gonna be using the shade Orgasm X. Super pretty, has definitely been like one of my favorite blushes, period. I feel like I look like Rudolph with this blush on my nose, but I think it's cute. So I really don't need any highlight if we're being honest, but I am gonna go in with highlight because it's the holidays. So I'm gonna be using my Disney Fantasia highlights. I am obsessed, clearly, like seriously obsessed with this highlighter. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that. I really don't need a lot, and I'm actually gonna put it further back on my cheeks because we have a lot of glow right here. So I think I'm just gonna pop some up here. You probably won't even be able to see it when my hair is down, but that is okay. Okay, so then of course, for the holidays, we're gonna do a red lip. I had to do like this red and green type of tutorial. this lip color is seriously everything, and you guys think so as well, because every single time I wear this lip color I get questions about it, and I have been wearing it a lot because it's the holiday season. But this is my absolute fave, and I really don't like talking about Live Glam products too much on my channel because it is a subscription service, and I'm actually no longer subscribed to them because I have so many of their lip products, lip glosses, lipsticks, liquid lipsticks and everything. But I think they are amazing. I love their products. And if you have been keeping up with my videos and just looking at the description box of my videos, I have been using a ton of their products all year long. I've quite literally been obsessed. And like this color red is kind of a little bit more of a pinky red because it's metallic. I love this. It is so pretty, and it's comfortable. I like the way that their lip products wear. I never have any issues with them. So listen. And then the packaging, hello, like I don't know if they came out with another collection like this for the holidays, because they did 2 holiday collections in a row with this like blinged out type of packaging. So I don't know if they did it again this year, but I'm gonna miss out on it anyway because I'm not subscribed to them. But can we come on now? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish everything up off camera. I am going to apply my lashes and everything. Actually, before I do that, I do want to show you guys my setting spray. So I have been obsessed with this. This is the Revolution Super Fix Super Hold Misting Spray Ultra Matte Finish. This is supposedly a dupe for the Patrick Ta One Size, which I also have as well. They're a little bit different. But not so different, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with this. All right, you guys, so I am back and I am done with the completed makeup look. I went ahead and added my lashes. I added a dark brown to my lower lash line, and then I added the shimmery gold color from the Pat McGrath palette to my inner corner. And yeah, that was pretty much all I did. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this tutorial. I hope it was helpful, me talking about some of my favorite products that I tried this year. They are top tier, solid products. I know this makeup look is gonna look good all day, and it's gonna hold up all day. Even when my oils start to come through, I'm just gonna look naturally glowy and just have goddess-like skin. It's gonna be so flawless. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video. I really enjoyed creating this very festive tutorial. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below letting me know that you enjoyed it. If you're new, thank you so much for watching. You should go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join the Fragrance and Beauty Army, as well as that bell notification so that you could be notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.